So we were asked why, as nursing students, we might want to have a bit more games in class as opposed to all lecture. The amount of information that we have to cover is daunting, but as we've learned in the last couple of days and here right at the very end as we're getting ready to take our NCLEX, it is paralysis by analysis sometimes. Sometimes we just get a little overwhelmed and our brains just shut off lecture after lecture after lecture. So playing games gets our blood pumping a little bit, gets a little competitive juices flowing, and it helps us kind of reinforce what we know, and it points out to us what we don't know.
There's one thing I really want to say about some of the strategies Mr. Woods used in his class. The last game we just had, where he divided us into groups, and he kind of asked questions, and he got a boost bell to answer the questions. I really like it because I think it is a mind teasing, and it really helps me out. I think this should be encouraged in classroom teaching, because this, I think, will help improve our confidence when we talk about stuff.
Since all of the nursing courses are very detailed and we have so many information that we need to process through and get it together, I would say the games, the flashcards that we did in the fun day, like the fun day plan, that will help a lot of students who broke it down exactly what they need to focus on, as well as I like the who games, and also the games that we do, the bingos, and kind of answer it right away. So that way, I think it helped me and it can help other people to kind of connect the dots and see what exactly they're looking for in things. And the Mr. Woods were using with the buzzers ones. Those are the nice because you can hear the buzzer noise when you actually have that question in your exam. People can read about 200 pages, 400 pages a day, but how much they know or they comprehend that can help when they have this kind of game, that can evaluate a lot of people's knowledge and where they need to focus on.
The games are really helpful with the students because they help with the view of the information that they have learned. If you have the basic information that he has those questions, it helps with the review. I believe the questions do really help with the exams and even with my NCLEX preparation. I'm gonna use those questions to make me know what I need to know about answering questions.
Do you encourage it to be used in the future classes?
Oh yes.
Louder.
Yes. I would encourage to be used for future classes because it helps with the brainstorming. You know what you know, you get to know what you know, and you get what you know, what you don't know, so that you can go back and see what you need to put more effort into.
Good.
I feel like the review games that Mr. Woods has, they're like really helpful. They cause you to think and actually understand why the answer is the right answer. Because sometimes it's not, as we always like to say, a running joke in our class, that it's always airway. You have to actually sincerely read the question, understand what the question is asking, and then what can you do to implement or assess. It helps to go through these, and even if you don't get it right, it helps you understand what's wrong about it. I like it because it's a deviation from what we normally do. It's fun, exciting. We get to compete. We have teams. It really makes for a really great learning experience, and that's why I really like it. I think not only for med-surg, it should be used and utilized through all the classes because I feel like you're able to gain a lot of knowledge, and what you know, someone else may not know, and vice versa. And it just has a wealth of information that I feel like will be beneficial to all students as far as hopefully not only progress their grades, but just enhance their thinking knowledge, their critical thinking. That's what nursing school is about, critical thinking. Even though it's a fun game, it actually helps you think really quickly on your feet, and that's what I like about it. Because when you get nursing, when you get out here, you're not going to always be able to go to a book. You have to know these things and be able to recall them really quickly, and it really helps with repetition instead of just trying to remember something. You actually learn it, so that's what I like.
But then for reviews, there's stuff like this game, especially, it's our entertainment. Stuff like this is helpful because it shows you what you do and don't know by pulling up random topics that you haven't thought about since that lecture 3 months ago. And it just kind of brings it all together and helps keep things fresh in your head, or it shows you like, oh hey, I'm weak in this area, I need to go back and review this, and it's a fun way of doing that. Whereas a textbook, I'm not just gonna go pick it up and be like, oh, let me flip through on this today, but this game helps me discern which topics I need to focus on, and it breaks it up by the categories that are on NCLEX, like your basic care and comfort, health, promotion, and maintenance. And so if I'm weak in one of those areas, I can pick up that whole stack of cards and focus on that area. I think it can be helpful for all students and moving forward as well. Just, it is that fun piece, taking a step away from lecture but still learning. So I think it can be really helpful to all nursing students here in the country. Thanks, Mr. Woods. I'm going to pass my NCLEX. It was worth it.